Hello, let's get started. So, hey, um, yeah, today I am going to is anybody here in the chat? Hey, hello. Say hi in the chat. I'm trying to have a look at everything. Um, yeah, so today we're gonna have a look at how to predict a emoji instead of like, if you remember what we did last time, we just randomly print an emoji. In case you forgot, this is our emo print. What we did is actually I can show you. Um, yeah, what we did is just randomly pick an emoji that we have in our text file here, which is a little bit silly. So we gotta see if we could predict an emoji. At least you know, it's some like kind of more advanced thing. So I have found this is actually using BERT to do some prediction. So what is BERT? BERT is a Google developed kind of like NLP machine learning algorithm that let you extract some features from a sentence much better. Um, so you see that here this is I think the model is here host. So like I just found this script from here, this repo. So shout out to this repo and their contributors here. So yeah, and they don't have a license. So I don't know when I can use it, but yeah, like we would just have a look and see if we can productionize using similar method to do this. So here we go. So let's have a look at the Jupyter Notebook. So here, oh, no, not the Jupyter Notebook. Yeah, so they have to do the fine tuning, but they use Jupyter Notebook. So what I want to do is I want to see if I can change this Python script into into something that's more production friendly. So let's have a look at the script first. So um, yeah, like I said, they use BERT, and also there's some scikit-learn things. So by the way, yeah, I'm gonna just talk about these things as if you know it. If you don't know, please type in the chat so I get a chance to see if I have to explain more. So yes, I'm switching between different screens and it's really frustrating. Sorry, so you have to bear with me sometimes. Yeah. So, am I looking at the right thing? I think I'm not looking at what you're looking at. Just 1 second. Yeah, it's like I said, it's super confusing because I have a million tabs like usual, and yeah, and like I'm switching between them. So, there pandas and NumPy. I guess you already know what it is. NLTK is a NLP like kind of machine learning toolkit thingy that would be helpful. There's some built-in functions that you don't have to write everything explicitly yourself. Scikit-learn is for machine learning. So there are some, I think these are mainly for metrics, and I don't know whether they use anything like important in scikit-learn. Like it's just a lot of helper. Oh yeah, the random forest classifier. Maybe that's the machine learning bit at the end that helped you to pick which emoji. But most of the feature extractions are by NLTK and BERT, I think. So there's this easy BERT that I've never used before. Maybe we should have a look later, but we'll just have a look at the script first. So the model I guess is download from TF. I guess is TensorFlow Hub. So it's done by Google, and so right, so there are like different training set and labels. So I think so we need to have a look at what are they using. So text. So okay, so this is quite big. Let's see if we can view the raw file. Um, right, so these are all the tweets. So it's also like yeah, you can see a lot of hashtag, a lot of tagging, all this stuff. So these are tweets. So maybe I can look at the test set. So oh, I shouldn't close it. Yeah. So maybe I should look at the test set instead because this will be much smaller. So yes, let's look at the test text. It's still quite big. Okay, that's fine. Test labels then. What labels? Like, do they have the emoji as labels? I wish they are. Well, why is it so slow? Did I break it? Okay, it's just some numbers. I don't know what these numbers mean. It's annoying that, like, do they label the source? Maybe the source are the, I guess what they're doing is to use that, what's data science? So let's have a look at this blog post. Group 23 dataset. So I guess it's a dataset on Cargo, because I know that Cargo has a similar dataset, so maybe it's that one. Right. So, it's just explaining what is BERT. Okay. Right. What's explain state? Yep. So, okay. Group 23 Cargo. No. Tweet. Emoji. Yeah, I hope this is useful. Then I can use it. Emojipedia. Right. Hmm. Okay, so maybe cargo emoji dataset. Pre-processing. Yeah. Twitter emoji prediction. Maybe it's this one. Yeah. Can I have a look? So yeah, they have all these numbers stand for different emojis. No, there's only 19 of them. Oh Jesus, there is so many. Oh, it's quite sad. And yeah, so there's like, okay, there's 20 of them. So what do they have here? So let me have a look at their labels. Labels. Yeah, to see what like numbers they have. It's not very good. Even this dataset is like only 20 emojis, but we could at least have a try. We could have a go at it, and yeah, let's see. And it's like quite. You can see like there's lots of American flag, so this is like quite biased towards some region, I guess. Right. Yeah, let's have a look. It doesn't have 20, is it? Uh, yeah, it doesn't have 20, so I guess it's the same data set, safely assuming. Well, we could have a play with this and then see if our random one is better, because like we got more emoji. um, yeah, and also like these hearts are quite primitive for some reason. But anyway, yeah, we could give this a go, or you know what? Let me open this as a new. Can I duplicate a tab? Duplicate? Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm going to see if I have more emoji. Clap emoji in tweet. So yeah, sorry, I'm playing with emojis so much recently. If you get bored, I'm sorry about that. Okay. Especially in clap emojis, use what? Okay, this is a bit creepy. Just like questions about crap emoji. Okay. Uh, hmm. Emoji sentiment day turn. Okay, this are not so popular. These ones, not as popular as the one that we were looking at. Uh, yeah. I guess if it works, then we could like see if someone. Oh, okay. So what are these emoji mean? So is there sentiment analysis? Unicode. Okay, so there are more here. There's like 969. So there's like loads of emoji here. Um, Occurrence, positions, negative, natural. Do they have the sentence as well? Uh, Block. Okay, I don't know where this came coming from, but so content, lexicon of automatically assign sentiment. Okay, it's labeled by 83 human narrators. Yeah, I guess the raw dataset would be very interesting. How about this one? So these are only the occurrence. These are the information about the emoji tracker. What are these? Format text. So, okay, so like, so they didn't publish the research data. They only published the results, which are these ones. Right. So, but you can't really use the tweet to predict an emoji here. And yeah. Okay. Well, at least we know that this is. Yeah, because the thing is that if Twitter emoji analysis, yeah, like it must be like someone have done it before, that like predicting what emoji you want to use and just stick it in. Track from down. What is this for? Twitter emojis and images. So it's another database, like another code that I try to do. I think that maybe the competition was 2-3 years ago. Like there's so many repo that's only like it just stopped at 2 years ago, or maybe just like it was fashionable to do some Twitter sentiment analysis thing. Right. Okay. So is there any Twitter datasets which also includes emojis? Dataset offline. Okay. Right, that's why you can't do that. And then, yeah, so I guess if you want to, uh, yeah, so if you like, I think if you want to, you have to really like do some kind of projects to gather information. Because I think also that's why that, yeah, also that's why that cargo competition, like, they only have the sentiment result rather than a tweet, because you can't do that anymore. Uh, yeah. Right, so what was it 4 years ago? Yeah, so it's kind of like illegal to publish all the tweets. So I don't know why this one still exists. I think test. Yeah, so there's like I think these are still okay. It's because maybe Twitter publish it themselves. I don't know, but you really can't put any dataset there anymore. So hmm. Twitter emotion sentiment analysis with emojis. So this is like a lot of research has been done on it, but like now since the data are not publicly available, so I don't know how much we can do with it, like except that dataset. So okay, we just use that dataset for now. Like if we discover something else, we would see if we can switch. So and also we would ride on the shoulder of the giant. We would use someone's already built model. I don't know how good it is. Like of course you have to do some test, but I think I would just try to productionize this code. So we already spent 20 minutes looking at the data. Yeah, this is how like why data science is so annoying sometimes. Because like the premise is like you have good data, you have like good resources, and I'm not a researcher. Like I don't have access to all these libraries and stuff that's only available for researchers, and like I don't have resources to you know to set up survey projects. So yeah, so basically I'm just like as a hobbyist, I'm just like looking at what other people do and just try to, yeah, hopefully someone open source their stuff so we can use it. So yeah, okay, so this is not very good. Okay, so what's that? Predict test factor, calculate precision recorder. Okay, what are you printing? Like, this is bad. Like, please try to label what you're printing. I have no idea what you're doing here, but So these are the labels, is it? So, but it's not right. And it doesn't print any of these accuracies. Huh. I don't know. Well, I think what we could do is to. There are also like millions, like I can show you. There are like millions of these kind of emoji predictions. So if you do emoji prediction, actually I want to keep this tab, so duplicate. Right. So if you do emoji prediction, there's like loads of things on GitHub actually. So yeah, like you could actually easily like find something else. I think the goal here is to productionize one of these models, so we don't have to worry about things. So there's another one like Jupyter Notebook thing. This one basically just use Keras, which I'm more familiar with because I've used that before. Import emoji, I guess that lets you use emoji in. So maybe we could use this as well. Test and train CSV. I don't know what they are. Okay, so uh, first 5 row. Like these look like fabricated data though. Like yeah. Yeah, like I think even that cargo data set, this may be fabricated because yeah, because like Twitter doesn't allow people to publish any actual tweet, so maybe these are fabricated as well. So don't know. Yeah, you have to spend some money on to like getting good data in these days, as people realize how valuable they are. Um, right. Uh, okay, so it's using Glove, which is again another NLP thing. Um, Spacey. Right. Training model. This is just using Keras to train. Yeah, okay, so why there's like a fork? I think it's like it would be good to like to laugh at some of like these things if we give like so at least the emotions are correct, and but some of these are like so random. Gosh, I have a baby. Like, why is this like knife and fork? Like, yeah. Ah, yeah. At least this one, you can see results. Yeah, the emotions, the happy and sad thing are correct. It's just that some of these are super random. Yeah, I think it's quite good at like emotion, but not good at other uh, ambiguous object, I guess. So yeah, there's other way of doing that. If you label like what is this like and fork, maybe you label it with some keywords that you can match the word. I think that's like even that would be a better prediction than using this like crazy like natural language processing thing. But that would take some time to label that. So we'll try to productionize this one today to see how good or how bad it is, and then we would, or we can just play around with this actually, like and then we would see if we can do a better job by doing something not machine learning that would actually give us better results. Or a mix, like like I said, label the emojis with what they actually are, and then match those labels with the text. That would actually be an approach. So yeah, sorry, I don't know why we're doing NLP. I'm not an expert of that either. So. What I would do is to download this repo so we can have a play. Um, I would just copy this and then I will go to my terminal. So you're not seeing it right now, but that's fine. And I am going to yeah, you are not seeing. Oh, actually, I can open a terminal and do that there. Oh, but I can't go. Oh, maybe I can. Okay, just sorry. Okay, so at least you can see what I'm doing. I'm not like doing something behind your back. But I have to go back one level and do a git clone. Oop. It's downloading this. And then we can have a play. We need to also install. Do they have a requirement.txt there? They don't. Excellent. we gotta build our own, I guess. Yeah, requirement.txt, all these stuff. Right. So I don't know what this easy batch means. Let's have a look at this. So make sure this is on PyPI. Easy BERT. Yep, PyPI. And then no project description. Excellent. Right. Huh. Okay, so like we only get like this Google research BERT thing. So let's have a look at what this is doing. English only, blah blah blah. This seems quite legit. Yeah, it's by Google research. Okay. Right. So where are we? Okay, we have cloned it. So what was that called? Emo? Yeah. Okay. Let's create a requirements.txt. Okay, the thing is, I can't go even one step up. I can't go one step up than that. So can I open? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is to do something that you can't see, but I gotta, stop the thing, and then I start it again with here. Okay, don't worry. I gotta just, yeah. Okay, just close all the old stuff, and then you will see it again right here. And then now you can see this. And then what we gotta do is to create a new text file, and then we call that requirements.txt. Text, and then okay, I think I've got to create a environment to hold this, because I don't really like this being in my virtual environment. Yeah, I'll create a virtual environment for that as well. Okay, that's fine. Requirements.txt here, and I gotta put all these stuff here. Pandas, numpy, not random, because yeah, and I don't even know like what version they're using as well. Like it doesn't like print out the version as well. So yeah, lesson to learn today. Please create a requirements.txt so people know like what you're using. And obviously, like this is not done by like I guess this could be like I'm not being rude or anything, but for me this is like some students are doing some homework kind of thing. I'm still using it, so I don't mean this is bad, but this is definitely not a standard of how people set up their private project. Okay, so right, so terminal, and then I would do a Python Virtualenv. Oh, okay. I am still using 3.7.3. Don't judge me. I'm using like this BERT NLP. I don't know. Yeah. You have seen me like you doing this like many times, but if you're new, then this is how you use Virtualenv. Okay, so you have to activate it. BERT. So I just created this like BERT NLP thing. Yeah, so it found it and then it activated, and then now I can go to that emo like yeah that one, and then I do a pip install -r requirements.txt. Yes, so I'm collecting all these stuff. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, while we are watching paint dry, you can watch me eat some brownies. mm. Yeah, so yummy. Mm. Okay. So I think the game plan, is to run the code, of course, test it, whether it works. It will take some time to make it work, because the version list stuff may not be the same, so some of these may cause some problems. But what I gotta do is that, because they train it with this random forest classifier, So when we port it into production, what we need is to have the extraction mechanism, which is set by the NLTK lemonizer. So this will be the dependency of the deployed model. So after that, we've cleaned that with NLTK. Then where is the BERT? Okay, here. There's the BERT embedding. So we need that. We need this as well. So we need BERT and we need NLTK to pre-process the text. And then this model from scikit-learn, we could train. After we train it, we need to save the model. So like I think the easiest way is to pickle it. It's not the best way to save something and to deploy a model as well, because I guess in there are other file formats if you use Keras and things like that. But I think easiest would be just pickle it to deploy the trained model and then put that into the production. So this is what I'm trying to do. This is not the best practice, but it would serve the purpose. Okay. So yeah, we have done that. At least we can install everything, no problem. I think, yeah, okay. I think, so what I would do is to try to run this thingy. And yeah, luckily we're using Jupyter Notebook, so we can just like easily run off them, hopefully. Run all, if that works or not. I think we may have, yeah, we already have some error. Oh, it's like doing Google Collab. No, please don't. Pip install, no. Okay. You can go to hell. No, I'm not that rude. Yeah, become a raw self, please. Thank you. You as well, and then you as well. Yeah. Okay. Now you can start here. Run all. Nope, pandas. Oh, I'm not in that environment. Okay. Okay. This is not a good idea, I guess. Leave. Okay, I'm not running the Jupyter Notebook then. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, so this is blah 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 blah. And then fire lined. Let's run this script and see what happens. And then Python, what's that called? Yeah. Okay, it's doing something. It's doing a lot of things. And then yeah, let's check if there is some error in this code. If not, then great, we have done it. And we just need to change some of this code, get what we want, which is the trained model. And then check the prediction, I guess. So okay, so what is going on here? Okay, future warning. So okay, so it's just a future warning. I'm trying to ignore it because it's from TensorFlow. Okay. Future version of NumPy. I hope is okay. Still running. Okay, TensorFlow is throwing some like weird stuff. Like yeah, this is something that like why I gave up on Tensor, because like the thing is like all these like a CPU GPU thing is driving me nuts. Like I'm not that good at that, like that thing, like wish to like have to make your computer a suitable thing for TensorFlow, which I don't understand. Some hub symbols are not available. I'm not using hub. Yeah, TensorFlow, like once it get quite complicated, like you can like optimize it to use with GPU and other stuff, and then I just kind of is too complicated. Like you should have a default setting that works on most computer, and then like for those advanced users, but now it's like the bar of entering it is so high that like you have to understand how to use those things, which I can't be bothered. So yeah, I don't like that. Hmm. Yeah, I'm moaning a lot today. Sorry, like, yeah, I got quite frustrated, like, doing all this, like, machine learning thing. Okay, so at least it's finished running, but it get an error because there's no file directory in this thing. ustrain.txt, really? Seriously? Oh, because I'm not running it in that folder? Why? Okay. Okay, so trace back. So the error is here. File 1 open. Okay, so emoji prediction. Do they put the file in, not in? Okay, they're not even putting the file in the folder. Okay, right. So what other folder that they're using? Yeah, what are they opening at? Okay, my drive. Okay, so they're running. Oh, they're running it on. Yeah, they're running it on Collab. That's why. Yeah. No, I don't want that. Sorry. Will it take forever for me to run it on my local computer? Jesus. If that's the case, I may do it off screen. Like I've tried to set up Collab, which again, like it may take forever. And then like to run it and then to save the deployed model and then try to download it. If I don't know whether it's worth the hassle, but yeah, why people using Collab? Yeah, like the good thing is that it makes all these experiments with like machine learning everything like more accessible for people, but at the same time I feel like is you know if you want to deploy something, it's like the best is still develop it in your own machine rather than some virtual environment online, because you have no idea what the virtual environment is like, and when you deploy it, it may be only work on the virtual environment. So, yeah. Hmm. It's doing some NLTK thing. It's right. Okay, so it's doing some NLTK thing. And so yeah, how's everybody? Let's have a chat. How's everybody? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. Like, my Twitch is not working. I don't know whether people can see me or not. The stream is still running in my, but my Twitch is not working. So I have no idea. I can't see the chat anymore. Yeah. Okay, I'm going back on the chat, so hopefully I can see the chat now. So yeah, how's everybody? While we are watching this, the paint dry. Um, yeah. So, right. Yeah. I I don't know. Like I'm doing this. I was actually this morning I was debating whether I should do this like this. Like you see all my struggle, like how I do my research and like how I try things out, find something online, try things out in attempting to do something in machine learning. Because I think a lot of things that like now, because like machine learning is a big hype, right? And a lot of young people and students are trying to get into it. Uh, of course, there are like lots of people doing much better than me. I'm not good at this. Like that's why basically kind of stopping to do this more and more. Um, but sorry, the light is super awkward as well. Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah. Yeah, so I want to just show to people who really want to do machine learning that like there are lots of things more than machine learning itself. Like on theory, it's exciting. I have done that. I have did some courses in the past. I found this fascinating. The math inside. I'm more like a theory person, so the math and the theory and it's like, oh wow, it's amazing. And then practically, I just got super frustrated because, like I said, there isn't a lot of resources that you could is publicly available. Even though like people are hyping about there's internet, so many things. Well, but the thing is that now people are more and more like protecting the data. so you can really legally get a lot of data, like, or publish it. Like, you could scrape a lot of things on the internet, but you better keep it to yourself, like for your own pet project or something. Like, you can't really publish them because you may violate some terms of use, like Twitter, or you may kind of trip over someone's privacy. You'd never know. Like, you don't want to do that. So that's one thing. Also, storing the data is again another hustle. I organize events, and then like all my friends that are like in the data science space, they super nervous about storing people's email and data. Uh, that's another hustle. Like, if you want to use the data, then you store the data, and then when you store the data, you have this problem. Um, so yeah, so handling data for me is the essential thing of doing machine learning and data science stuff, but at the same time, I feel like it's a hustle. So that's why I'm more like now into software development because, well, if things are open source, you still have to care about legal stuff. For example, I checked the license for this project. I don't know what they didn't put up a license, so literally I should have like asked that permission before I can use the code. But I'm demonstrating. I hope they don't mind. I give them credit. This is not my code, it's their code. And if it works, then, they are very good. Go get in touch with them and thank them or whatever. But yeah, like software, if it's in an open source space, you get less paranoid about things need to be kept safe. Uh, and yeah, so I feel like developing in a open source environment is more enjoyable stuff to do rather than doing data stuff, machine learning stuff. And also this seems quite frozen for some reason. Unzipping. So this is super big WordNet. I think this is what's happening now. I guess this is still running, but it's just taking forever. Um, and I don't know how long it's gonna take. And yeah, okay, so stop Word is fine. Downloading package, and then the unzipping of the WordNet is just taking forever. Um, yeah, so yeah, again, like also this, and then you found something that like, because like in open source space, a lot of things that the libraries, they are well packaged, right? You just plug it in because the design is there, that it's meant to be a part of the puzzle that people can plug it in and use. But for a lot of these machine learning projects that like they may do a very good job as a machine learning project, but it's not deployable, so you can't really make an application out of it. And I enjoy making application. I enjoy creating stuff. So that's why I kind of switch. But still, I'm still sometimes like still fascinated and want to have a look and try these things out and see how it goes. But yeah, NLTK is taking forever. It's downloading WordNet, so hopefully I only need to do it once because it's downloads and it's there. And um, yeah, yeah, it's still unzipping. Is it doing all right? Is it still going fine? What I can do is that I could check it in my own terminals to see if it's there. And then just wait for me for a second. Let me check whether this. Okay, somehow I have some NLTK data in my. Okay, I am still unzipping GridNet because it's super big, I think. Right. Yeah. Do you know how many things are in the WordNet? Because I've seen something here. It's just maybe this thing has got frozen or something. Okay, I'll just stop it. And what was interrupted? Section.py site package TensorFlow. Oh, so TensorFlow was running. That's why it got okay. So okay, so it has finished unzipping. It's just TensorFlow was doing something without showing anything. So what I'll do is that. Yeah, so it may take forever to train. That's why, and it doesn't give a feedback of how far in. So I think I've done the clean review. So when is the TensorFlow thing got involved? I have no idea. Why is using TensorFlow? Right, let me have a look at the error again. Flow sections apply. Yeah, it was training something, but can I have a verbal, like, to see what was going on? Okay, so look at the script again. So here, so append. Oh, maybe it's BERT that was running. Okay. Yeah, so I was running here. I think I was here. That why it was like kind of frozen because it may take quite a while to do. So what I gotta do is that I won't gotta do it now here today. And so sorry, like it has been very unproductive day today. I gotta stop here. I'm a bit frustrated. Like you can see, like you can judge from my tone, I'm a bit frustrated. I think I'll continue next week. Sorry about that. That like really, if there isn't much, if this was not what you're expecting to watch today, but what I would do is that I would do it off screen. That I would train it. Hopefully, I would give you an update whether I successfully train it or not. If I don't, I will find something else to do next week. If I do, then I will continue. I would, I would show you what's that? The trained model. But the thing is, like the BERT lamination is so big. Maybe I should not use BERT. Like maybe I would just use Keras, the other one. But anyway, I would, I show you a little bit of like how this is, how to approach project like this. I want you to be real life with me. It's kind of like, if speedrunner can train them training to play the game better and better, I can also show you how I get a project done. Like I don't want to do too much behind the scenes. I want to do it together with you, so you can go through all my struggle and see like, oh yeah, this doesn't work because like the BERT embedding is taking quite slow. Um, yeah, or is there a way to deploy this? So okay, let me check one last thing. So because I'm not so sure about this BERT thing, um, but it seemed like the feature extraction. So so it trained every time, it seems like. So when you do the prediction, what is RC predict? Okay, so what they do is that task processed text. So yeah, you have to put that in BERT. So yeah, the BERT model, I don't know, let me see. Is it that slow? Can I like have a trained BERT model that like it would be much faster? Goes to enable research in institute field like resources and encourage community to seek direction of innovative. Huh. Okay, this is already a smaller BERT model. Well, of course, Google, they can use a super node. Like, of course, in their Collab, it may be much faster. But I'm not, yeah, I'm running it on my, just a tiny computer, so. Recipe, yeah, it's very large. The smaller is good, okay. At least this is smaller. You can download from here. Yeah. If you use this model, cite the following paper. I will if I really put this in production. Yeah. So yeah, like they really detail all the research things. Like for me, it's just that I am an engineer. I just want to know how to use it. Has been uploaded to TensorFlow Hub. Okay. Yeah, so that's why like yeah, that's why they're trying to use TensorFlow Hub. Uh, hmm. So I think the deployed model is on TensorFlow Hub and an example in a browser on Collab. So are we using the download model? Is it supposed to be that slow? Yeah, because I don't want it to be that slow. Like, or is it because the data set is quite big? Okay, so what I would do is that I would like run that script again, and without this NLP. Yeah, run the script again and to see how long. Maybe I would time it to see how long it takes on my computer. Maybe because there's a lot of text to handle, and if it's already a trained model, maybe it's faster. So I don't know. I'll do this off screen because otherwise we'll be watching print dry together. I could do that. I enjoy being with you all. even though you you don't talk to me, I'm talking to you. Like if you enjoy me talking forever, that's fine. But I think what I would do is to do this off screen, to just like run this off screen, and to see how long it takes, I would add a time it there if I could. I am kind of lost. Yeah, whenever you see that, is that I'm checking like where is my tab? Where is my tab of like what I was doing in a second? Yeah, so here what I would do is that I would not here. Oh my god, why like where did it go? Yeah, here, I think. Is it? No. Oh my god, like I can't find my tab that I was using. I don't know what happened. Is it like a bug in my OS or whatever that like I'm so confused that I really can't find it? That where was it? Like sorry, I have loads of things. I have like the I have the tab that I'm watching myself. I have the tab that I was the like releasing my Python client. I have the tab of many things, but I can't find the tab that I am actually. Okay, so you're watching this right now, so I don't know why it's here. No, you're not watching what I'm watching. So yeah, I don't know where is this tab. Okay, it's here. Okay, so it's hiding here. Okay, fine. Right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is to add the time it here, so I know that how long it takes to do all these things, right? So and then I'll change this to import time, so I can do a Python time it. Yeah, I will show this like yeah, I will show this for the as the last thing of today, and I will run it like off screen to see how long it takes. Yeah, so I have okay, so you can import time it. Make sure to blah blah blah. Import time it, and then you could time it, and then time it, create a timer instance that give a statement, and then timer. Yeah, like yeah. Okay, I'll just copy someone's code. Import time each time. So yeah, you could. Yeah, start equals to. Okay, so import time, start equals time to time. Make sure the last clock time between 2 points. Yeah, I can just use time. So I would do this in the code. So import time, and then I would see how long that BERT thing take for both. Because these two have different sizes, so I can estimate how long it takes to run this embedding actually. So yeah, and then and so now I print. Okay, so for I in range, so this is gonna be a so I would actually run it outside the for loop, and then yeah, I'll run it outside the for loop. Excuse me, run outside the for loop, outside the for loop. Thank you, and I will print average time for one vector test process text. Key. So this is like totally like 10k, right? So I can actually do this together, I think. Like, yeah. So that would be, okay, this will be an f string. So would be start minus and n minus start and minus start. And then I would divide it by 10k. What's the is it in second? Yeah, I think it'll be in second. So yeah, second. Right. Okay. Yeah, we will see. And then I will run this again. And then, oh no, I don't want to unzip that anymore. For this, yeah, for this I don't need to run it anymore. For download, I don't have to do that. Yeah. Right. Okay, because I have it already. And then, yeah, right. Okay, let's give it a try. is this using the TensorFlow hub that yeah, maybe I am not. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, so yeah, now it's much faster for all these like TensorFlow thing. And then, oh, I should actually like, okay, so stop. I should actually like put a text here. Yeah, I need some feedback of like what's going on, because I'm not using Jupyter Notebook, folks. Right. Well, I'm using Jupyter Notebook, but not in an intended way. So I would be like training BERT int print BERT in process here. Okay, so I'll also put this here. Is this lamination? Yeah, so stop word. Yeah, this is like just these kind of things. So append clear reviews. Where did you clear it? Yeah, I don't see the. Okay, so this is clear review. So this is clearing the reviews. And then what are these things doing here? And then okay, this is lemonized string. Remove start word lemonize. I would print this here. Print. Yeah. Okay, so I know what is going on. So and then put in process, and then this will be RFC training. Right. Okay. So now I have an idea like how things goes. So right, I would now see. Yeah, initialize things, and then yeah. So it's yeah. So now it's laminating. Okay. So at least there's something to see right now. Yeah, I think that's it for today. And yeah, it would take quite a while. I should actually time this as well. So yeah, I'm improving this by a little bit, Um, so yeah, I should also put this start here, and then end time. This time I can be like print f string time for cleaning be and minus start second. Right. Yeah, so I hope it's not too slow. Yeah, BERT in process, but if I run it next time, then I know how long it takes for the cleaning. Yeah. Okay, so I guess like BERT will take quite a while, and I would update you next time, and I'll just let it run, right? And then yeah, and then I would let you know how it goes, and we'll continue next time. And you see like in real time, like how I develop a project and how things are doing. So you have a sense of like what you get yourself into if you're doing something similar, like try to do something related to machine learning. So you have an idea of like how much time it would take for you to do things, because there'll be a lot of time like this watching paint dry, or lots of time browsing the internet finding useful resources and all this stuff. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry that there isn't much coding today, but this is this is how it is like. And so hopefully next time, if it's successful, we would do more coding. We would try to deploy, like save all the trained model and then deploy it, and we'll see how it goes in the process of putting some machine learning stuff, NLP stuff in your library. So like the goal is still package the library, like which we already did last week, but it's more like a placeholder for now. It's a bit useless. But like to make it less useless, we are putting some machine learning in there, and hopefully we're not just like add some random emoji after the print, but people can also put in some text so to predict the emoji, or eventually the print will take the text and then predict an emoji. So yeah, we're